Hi guys, welcome back to Investor Prime TV. If you're new, make sure you subscribe and of course follow me on Insta at Investor Prime. Alright, today's video I'm gonna go through Tesla stock. Alright, because Tesla's finally broken that resistance of $500, So I'm gonna go through my take on it, what I believe caused the move, to break that resistance because that was a very good resistance, and the one before it at 462. And also what I'm looking for in terms of adding on to my positions or holding on to my positions or basically just seeing what I'm going to do with my Tesla stock. All right, let's get into today's video.
Hi guys, again, welcome back. I'm just going to go through Tesla stock. So basically, it'll be a continuation from where I left off last time. And where I left off, this big move hadn't been made. In my last video on Tesla, the technical analysis, I predicted that there was a huge move coming. I believe it was around the 13th of November, and then shortly after that, there was this huge bullish move, basically a huge gap up above this resistance of this ascending triangle, So the resistance trend line of the ascending triangle, it gapped up, but the bears managed to close that session, below the resistance. Okay, so I was pretty much waiting to see what would happen because I knew there was going to be a big move, and I was pretty much waiting to see if this resistance of 462 was going to get broken. Okay. And the session, although it was a huge gap up, on the 17th of November on the market open, but the market closed below the trend line resistance. Okay. So technically, it was still obeying this resistance of 462. I believe that the resistance was going to get broken, but I was just pleasantly surprised to see that literally on the session of the 18th of November, the resistance got broken. There was this breakout of this resistance. The thing about the ascending triangle is that usually the price compresses, okay, keeps bouncing between the resistance and the support trend lines of the ascending triangle, okay, until it gets to a very tight spot, usually the end, and then it breaks out. As long as it stays broken out, then this is a breakout, and you can effectively employ the breakout strategy. So with the breakout strategy is the minute it moves, the bulls break out, then you can expect a huge move following that break, But I was a little bit wary, although it was a powerful break, I was a bit wary for two reasons, all right? It literally closed close to the next resistance of 500, which the price got to in its initial rally, all right? And the second reason I was a little bit wary was that I wanted to make sure that this wasn't going to be a false break, all right? I.e., was the next session or the next subsequent sessions going to find the price dropping below 462? All right, I wanted to make sure that this resistance had effectively become a true support. Also, the thing with breakout strategies is that once it breaks out a resistance, that resistance can now be seen as a support. The $500 resistance and the 462 support, all right, which the move was so powerful, that it broke the $500 resistance, and partly, and this huge move was pretty much down to the fact that Tesla as a company had finally been listed as part of the S&P 500, which is a list of 500 of the most successful and effectively the most powerful companies in America. So if a company gets on that list, there's a lot of strength within that company, to perform and perform. And Tesla pretty much did this quarter on quarter. It was performing, it was outperforming the predicted values. I have faith in the price that it will keep rising, and I'm definitely going to hold on to my stocks. I'm pretty much going to exercise the options contracts I still have because I have a lot of value in them, from the intrinsic value and also the extrinsic value, because I still have a lot of time left until expiry. As I'm doing this video, it's still currently within the market session and already it's moved up 4%, roughly 5%. Now that it's broken this $500 resistance, I can effectively have a strong belief that this is going to be a good support. Alright, so this $500 is going to be a good support. Alright, so if you're trading Tesla, having a stop loss below 500 or even below 462 will be a safe bet. You know, that's pretty much where I have my stop loss at the moment, below 462. That's one of the things I'm looking for going forward, is that's a strong support for me, $500 mark. Alright, so what I'm looking for now is that if I want to add on to my positions, what I'm going to be looking for, you know, is I want the price to fall. Alright, because this is effectively a strong uptrend. You know, so trends don't last forever. They always go to a point and then they return, i.e. the dip. You know, so the price falls momentarily and then it picks up again, the buyers pick up again and then pushes the price forward. Alright, so a good example of this was here, 11th of August, the trend that moved from 11th of August all the way up to 31st of August. You know, so the price retraced back down and then it kept going, but usually I would have been expecting a small dip to around maybe this point and then it would have shot back up, you know, but that wasn't the case because the price just kept staggering and staggering until it effectively broke. Alright, so going forward, I'll be looking for two patterns that could emerge. Well, one pattern and one tool. Alright, so the first one is pretty much one of my favorite strategies to use, you know, when trading, especially if there's a breakout, you know, and that's a bull flag. Alright, or an ascending triangle, but right now it'll be a bull flag, okay? Or right now I'm expecting it to be a bull flag because it's such a strong move. And that's, I would expect it to go up. Let's say the trend is up right now, okay? Get to a certain price. Assuming it gets to this price, okay? And then the price falls, okay? So maybe the price will fall till about this support and then pick up and then it'll just bounce between here and then take off, okay? Keep going up. So that'll be the bull flag I'll be looking for. So basically my indication of the bull flag maybe forming will be some bearish influence in the market. So basically bearish move, I'll need the price to fall basically to the support or to a certain area and just keep going between the areas so I can draw my flag. Alright? Because right now I've got the flagpole. Okay, so wherever this move ends, that's going to be the end of my flagpole or the top of my flagpole. And then I can just start drawing my flag. Alright? Now the second one, the second tool I could use, which is very effective as well, would be a Fibonacci retracement tool. Okay, so that's very effective, you know, in telling where or predicting where the price is going to retrace back to if the price starts falling. Okay, so again, assuming this is going to be my peak, assuming tomorrow's session is going to be bearish and the price is going to fall on Tesla, so what I can do is pretty much draw my fib retracement. Okay, I'll start from this point, you know, so where the move started, draw it to here. Okay, so where I'll draw my support lines are the 38, the 50, and 61. Okay, which pretty much, as you can see, so the 38 is pretty much at the $500 support. So to be exact, it's 494. Alright, and again for the 68 is approximately 462. So it's right now exactly 457, assuming the price just fell right now and the peak being 550. Okay, but of course if the price kept rising, then I'll just adjust my fib too. But those are the two tools that I'm going to use, you know, when watching. Alright, those two tools are very good because it allows the market to tell you what it's doing and you just adjust your position accordingly. Okay, so to summarize this technical analysis, my two supports are 462 and 500, which were previously big resistance points. So I believe they'll be major, or they could be major supports. For me, they're going to be major supports. Okay, and also what I'll be looking for going forward is a bull flag, okay? Or I could use the Fibonacci retracement tool, so I could look for where it's going to retrace to.
So there you have it, guys. That's my take on Tesla's movement so far, and basically my future projections of what I believe the price is going to get to, or where I believe it's going to get to. Alright, so if you enjoyed that video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads or content like this. And if you recently subscribed, a big thank you and welcome to the family, and I'll see you in the next video.